All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps the channel out tremendously, and also hit that like button. All right, well, let's go. I mean, since the last video I've done, I've added a lot of cool stuff on here, and I'm gonna do a quick walk around and basically show you guys everything in a little bit more of a close-up view of what I did. Let's do it. All right, guys, let's start out with this tablet and the mount. This is the ATP Adventure Tech Pro tablet. It's a rugged tablet, and it runs on Android, and will run any map you can load in there, like DMD2. You can run OnX. You could run Gaia, Osmond, just whatever's out there for off-roading or map tracking, GPX, whatever. This will run it no problem. And I'm gonna do a full video on this later. As you can see inside there, I have a mount. It's an Amazon mount, and it has like this little lever right here. You pull it up and you can adjust the tilt. And I have a Rally Raid 12mm attachment in there, and it actually pushes it out perfectly so it doesn't hit the fairing. And in here I have a splitter, a USB-C splitter, so I could run a charger to my phone and to the tablet. Let's go around to the handguards. I have the Tusk Deflex handguards, hand protectors, whatever you want to call them, and they fit good. I mean, I machined some little spacers for the end caps, and it pushes everything out like a ½ inch, and the levers don't even come close. A lot of people are cutting their levers. I didn't have to. Works perfectly. And these are rigid as all heck. I have a Viking luggage handlebar bag right here. It's pretty cool. I've had it for a while. I didn't buy this. This came off another bike. I have the double take mirror elbows right here, and these are the 4.7 with the ram mount mirrors. I love these ram mount mirrors. These things are absolutely amazing. They put everything in the right spot for me. They work good for me. I think they marry up nicely with the double take stuff. Just complements it. I really like it a lot. Let's work our way to the rear of the bike. I have this Auto Ingenia tail rack. Basically, it's a tail rack that incorporates side racks for soft luggage. And these are removable if you want to just run the tail rack, which that's why I bought it. Super slick. If I'm not going to run any luggage or whatever, I could just take that off. But I always run luggage, so I'm going to leave them on. I just think it's nice to not have the bags kind of hanging in where the tires are. Yep, this thing is nice. Has an aluminum top. I have my pronghorn straps up there, ready to go. This is it from this side. Okay, now let's look at the tail tidy. I have the Tusk tail lights from Rocky Mountain. They're LED. They're pretty cool. And I just mounted it. I mounted my plate to the existing tail thing on there, and I just drilled 2 holes through the license plate. And I also machined some little spacers, shoulder spacers to go in there so it doesn't wobble around. It actually, there was holes in there. There's existing holes with these little metal inserts, and if I were to get bolts to fit in there perfectly, they would have been super big. So I just made spacers that work, and there they are. They work great. So I have these aluminum spindles. I got those on Amazon. They're like 10 bucks. They're cool because I can just lift up the rear end with my little lifter thingy. All right, let's go to these amazing Fast Company pegs. These things are awesome. I tried the KTM Rally pegs. They just were a little too big. These Fast Company pegs are amazing. I just got them yesterday. They bolted up so nice. The spring set in there. There's no fiddling around, no spring flying. Thank you, Fastco. Fast Company. These things are awesome. Let's get another view from this side. Yeah. So nice. Another thing I did was I shaved about 1/4 inch off of this bumper here where the kickstand goes. And now the kickstand sits right here. And I didn't have to remove the bumper. I like the bumper there. A lot of people are removing it, but I just shaved half of it off and it works perfect. Let's see if I can get it to do it right now. And you can see where the kickstand sits now. Nice. Nicely done. And there's the other spindle on this side. You can see the luggage rack. Pretty cool. All right, so moving down to the bottom, let's check out the tires. I ended up keeping the rear tire, and in the front, I went with the Mitas Enduro Trail Rally Plus. That thing has so much knob on it. It's crazy. It's like a freaking dirt bike tire that's DOT approved. And I ended up sticking with the rear tire, the Enduro Trail. This thing is a really good tire. I'm having fun on it. It slides around nice. It hooks up good when you need it to. And it just absolutely works like a champ. Okay, now let's go to the skid plate. I decided to go with the Molecule because I have it on my other bikes. I have it on my Gas 700, and I had one on my KTM 500, and they work great. They're quiet, they bolt on, bolt off, very simple, and they're pretty dang rigid. A bunch of people on our 390 forum for this bike, they were bashing a few people, saying, oh, that thing's junk, it's plastic. Well, honestly, I like Molecule because they're quiet, and they've always done me right on all my bikes. So, challenge accepted. I'm gonna go with this, and it's gonna work great, I know it. There's another view of the peg. Fast Company, yeah. They have the cushions in there, you can see. Very, very nice. All right, guys, here we go. As promised, we have the WestWind Moto Ranger Wilds 40-liter bags. That's what I decided to go with on this build, and these things look absolutely phenomenal. This is a 40-liter setup with just the bags alone. They're 20 liters per side. Unlike the Moscow Moto, where they call it the Reckless 40, and they are 15 per side, plus all the stuff you need to add. So this is a straight up 40-liter as it sits. And these colors just look so good on here. Look at that. Yeah. They fit nicely up against those racks. And we will do a full review on these when we do a moto camp in the next video or two. But real quick, the way these things mount up is there's a harness on here with J-hooks. You can adjust it for how big the seat is, which is really cool. It has like 5 adjustments on each side. So you can make this thing as wide or as narrow as you want. It'll fit on a dual sport, big bike, anything. Yeah, so there it is. I decided to go with this setup. Looks really good, and it has all the options, strap keepers, everything you would want in luggage. And it's a good price. This is an up and coming company, and these colors look phenomenal. It's like army green with like Desert Storm tan bags that slide in there, and they slide in so good. I couldn't believe it. I've stuffed them and then went in, unlike other bags where you fill them up all the way and you cannot get them in. But anyways, that'll be a topic for another day. I just wanted to show you the luggage I went with. And let's take one more quick look right here. You can see they're riding right on those racks that I installed perfectly. So there it is. And one last thing I forgot to mention was I did get the quick shifter installed on here, and I gotta say it is ridiculous how good it is. It makes this bike, it transforms this bike on the street in the dirt. It just makes the shifting so quick, so easy, up and down. I absolutely love it. That was worth the $200 for sure. I highly recommend getting that mod done on this bike. All right, so there she is. Those are my mods. Like I said, I'm about 90% done. Just did the oil change. I waited a little bit longer. I went like $850, but she's all fresh. My unicorn is coming along nicely. I love riding this bike. Every time I get out on it, I love it even more. It is a great bike. Yeah, hopefully, you know, they start getting more in. I know a lot of people still have deposits and shipping is crappy, but when you get yours, you will start the addiction yourself. Adding parts, making it your own, creating your own unicorn. This bike is definitely a cracker. I did all the updates too. I think I'm on 1.13 or whatever the latest is. Well, thank you so much for watching. Again, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It goes a long way and it helps us out tremendously. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe on the trail. Peace.